Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Cross news video. The most recent edition of Famitsu has released in Japan and it contains some cool new information. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the new and returning monsters. If you do enjoy this video, then it'd be super awesome if you could hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Now let's get started. First of all, if you guys have been keeping up to date with the latest MHX news, then you'll know that the game will feature 4 flagship monsters, as opposed to the conventional 1. This obviously goes hand in hand with the 4 villages, 4 fighting styles, etc. Basically, 4 is the big number. Now up until recently, we haven't had many details, or names for any of these monsters, but in the most recent issue, we finally have a name for one of the 4 new monsters. And what's more, they started with my favourite one. This guy right here is called Dino Barudo in Japanese. Obviously, not being out in the West, there's currently not a Western name, but pronounced in a Western way, this would actually be Dino Valdo. Now Dino Valdo is described as a cutting wyvern, and his most distinctive feature is his massive blade-like tail. And what's more, you've seen this in the trailers, but he can sharpen his tail with his mouth. And when he does this, it glows red, and this also imbues it with a fiery element. So when you're hit by that, you might want to make sure that you don't have a weakness to fire, because by the sounds of it, from what they said in the issue, the tail is going to pack a punch. They actually jokingly said that it might even one-shot some monsters. Now this monster is also said to be very aggressive, and if you get near him, he'll attack ferociously. There's actually a line in the magazine that says he's a monster that doesn't like to let his prey get away. They also pose a question saying, in Monster Hunter, you can often cut the tails off of monsters. Do you think you could cut the tail off of this one? Now personally, I'm not too sure, but they do say that this monster, at first glance, appears to have no weaknesses, so perhaps cutting off his tail would prevent him from being able to sharpen, and would therefore make him far more approachable, but who knows. What do you guys think? What I will say though, is that this guy looks so awesome. I mean, I really like monsters that look like dinosaurs, hence why I like things like T-Rex and Devil Joe, so this is definitely the monster I'm most looking forward to fighting. Just imagine what his armor's going to look like. Anyway, moving on, a couple more things. These guys here are called Rimostetos, and they are the new herbivore. However, they are considerably bigger than your regular small monsters, in inverted commas. But just like all the others, they are normally pretty peaceful. Unless of course you hit them and piss them off, in which case they're going to hit hard. And the bigger the monster, the bigger they hit. Then moving on from there, you have these guys. These guys are called Macaws. Now we've seen these in the trailer before, and they're effectively Monster Hunter Cross's Jaggies, or Preys. Only these ones are actually bird wyverns, which makes a nice change. I often get bored of the prey clones, even though I do like raptors, but seeing something like this is just nice to mix it up. And obviously those are the small ones. The leader is called the Great Macaw, and it has a large powerful tail that it can stand on and use to jump around. Then finally, a quick note about returning monsters. The magazine states that they will be bringing back some of the previous flagship monsters. So you have Rathalos, Tigrex, Zidoga, and Brachydios. But they also made a comment that there will be more returning, one of which is very likely to be Nagakuga. So that is super awesome, because I really like fighting that monster, and I love the armor as well. And on that note, that brings me to the end of this video. I want to wrap up this video by pointing you guys to GaijinHunter's MHX news video. He basically does a video whereby anytime a new Famitsu magazine comes out, he goes through it, translating all the different pages. So there's a lot of stuff in there that I haven't covered in this video, so if you guys do want to see it, then I'll link to it in the description box down below. Make sure you go and check it out, because there's some other cool information about things like villages and sort of like new areas and whatnot. So yeah, definitely go and check that one out. But aside from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most hyped for in MHX. And if you guys are going to talk about it on social media, then make sure you use the hashtag MHX4TheWest, so the Capcom know that we want it too. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.